Do you recall the tale of the pirates capturing Julius Caesar? This astonishing story is factual, even if it sounds like a plot twist in an exciting book. Learn how one of the most famous people in history made his captors regret their bold decision by turning the tables on them. A youthful Julius Caesar was crossing the Aegean Sea in 75 BC. Even though he wasn't yet the strong leader he would grow into, Caesar had a clear vision for his future and was ambitious and charming. However, when Cilician pirates took over his ship and held him captive, his adventure took an unexpected turn. In the Mediterranean, these pirates were well known, and taking down a Roman aristocrat was a big reward. They sought a huge ransom of 20 talents of silver. But Caesar scoffed at the pirates and claimed they were undervaluing him, displaying the boldness that would come to define his career. Instead, he instructed them to demand 50 talents. Surprised by his self-assurance, the pirates accepted and dispatched Caesar's friends to collect the higher payment. Caesar lived among the pirates on the island of Pharmacusa for 38 days while awaiting payment of the ransom. He behaved as though he was their leader, even joining in on their games and activities, as opposed to cowering in dread. He wrote speeches and poetry, which he read aloud to the pirates. If they didn't think highly of his writings, he would call them barbaric illiterates. His captors gave him some leeway because they were charmed by his audacity and were unaware of the danger they were in. Caesar was not acting merely brashly. Rather, he was waiting. He forewarned the pirates that he would return to catch and execute them after he was set free. The pirates ignored his warnings since they believed he was making a comedy out of it. They would soon come to regret underestimating the young Roman. Caesar was released after the ransom was eventually paid. As promised, he did not lose time in organizing his retaliation. He brought up a fleet, came back to the island, and ambushed the pirates. He took them all in little time at all, displaying his brilliant strategic thinking. He was now at the mercy of the same pirates who had scoffed at his threats. Caesar had them put in prison and went to Marcus Junius, the governor of Asia, to ask that they be put to death. Still, the governor wavered, maybe sensing a chance to take advantage of the circumstances. Angry at the holdup and resolved to keep his word, Caesar decided to handle things himself. He personally oversaw the pirates' crucifixion, making sure that justice was carried out quickly and forcefully. Despite being theatrical and bordering on the bizarre, this event illuminates a lot of Caesar's personality. His self-assurance, astute judgment, and unwavering quest for retribution would ultimately come to characterize his military and political careers. Across the Mediterranean, this incident also made it quite evident that Julius Caesar was a man not to be trifled with. More than just a thrilling anecdote, Caesar's captivity by pirates serves as a monument to his extraordinary leadership and unwavering perseverance. By transforming an embarrassing circumstance into an exhibition of his might and slyness, he established the foundation for the famous character he would eventually become. Ultimately, the pirates who attempted to abduct Julius Caesar were taught a hard lesson. Their bold decision that was intended to benefit them ultimately brought them to ruin. Caesar's answer foreshadowed his later deeds, demonstrating that he was always one step ahead of his adversaries and prepared to turn the tables and win. Thus, keep in mind the amazing narrative of Julius Caesar's captivity by pirates the next time you hear stories about him. It serves as a reminder that real leaders, when faced with peril, always manage to overcome it and make history in the most unexpected ways.